Hello and welcome to Then What Happened. You know, we as humans have limits. But one of the things we've done all of our existence on this planet is try to exceed the limits. When you ride in an automobile, you exceeded the limits that 150 years ago, 200 years ago, 1,000 years ago, there was no need for a speed limit sign anywhere. No one was breaking the speed limit. A running horse was about the best you could do. A man on foot was going to go at a pretty steady, slow pace. We broke that limit. Food. For thousands of years, man killed and ate his food or harvested some food, but the thing that every human knew over thousands of years was it was not going to last long. It has a limit. That meat, freshly killed, you better eat it. And shortly man began to figure out what to do to preserve it. Salt, types of refrigeration, until now we can keep meats and vegetables in a freezer or in some sort of a condition that exceeds all limits. When you pick up a can of vegetables and you look at the date, the expiration date, or a package of food, you look at the expiration date and sometimes it's years in the future. And you realize we have exceeded the limits. In communication, man, I'm old enough to remember when the only kind of phone was a cord phone that you dialed and you could call one person and talk, and that was all you could do with it. I'm old enough to remember when no one I knew had a computer. NASA had one that was as big as a building, but no one else had a computer. If you wanted to send writing message to someone, a written message that you wrote, you had to send it by email. No, I'm talking about before email. I'm talking about before text messages. When we had to write a letter, put an address, put a stamp, mail it, wait days. And from some of the places I lived, wait weeks before that person got that written message. Phone calls overseas from some of the places I've worked in were very expensive at that time. But we've exceeded those limits. I can sit down at my computer or hold this device in my hand, and in seconds I can talk to you. I can text you. I can message you. I can respond to your comments. You can respond to mine. I can email you. I can send a message to anywhere in the world almost in a matter of seconds and expect to get an imminent return. Although the world was very primitive for a long time, we've exceeded all limits. In your personal life, your goals, your ambitions, your strength, push the limits. Do more than you're expected to do. Thank God scientists look for a way to better communicate. Thank God I can talk to people all over the world. I can talk to family members of mine who live in other countries. I can talk to you from many, many places in the world, and it thrills me to see comments from so many different countries, so many diverse cultures, and to know we're communicating well with one another. So as you pursue your own life and your own goals, you too look for the limits and pass them up. Exceed them. Don't settle for how you feel now. Don't settle for how things are now. Don't settle for the state of mind you may be in right now. Look for the limit and exceed it. Most great thinkers of the world, most great philosophers have always looked for some way to exceed the current system, to find and exceed the limit of going places we've never been before. of doing things we've never done. Thank you for joining us on Then What Happened. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.